I stood on the front porch, holding a thick manila envelope, the eviction notice. Inside the house was my brother, the same brother who looked me in the eyes at our father's funeral and lied. He stole my inheritance. My future. My peace. But today? I was taking it all back. One signed paper at a time. If you've ever been stabbed in the back by someone who was supposed to protect you, this story is for you. Hit that like button, subscribe, and prepare yourself. Because this revenge? It's not just satisfying. It's legally delicious. I never thought it would be my brother. My own blood. We weren't best friends, but we grew up on the same swing set, ate from the same dinner table, cried the same night Dad walked out. So when Dad passed away suddenly, I thought we'd come together. Mourn together. But grief doesn't change people, it reveals them. And what I saw in my brother's eyes that week wasn't sadness. It was calculation. Dad was a hard man. Not cruel, but strict. He had worked his entire life to build a small but respectable portfolio of rental properties. 2 homes and a small plot of land that we all knew were worth close to $900,000 combined. We were supposed to split them 50-50. But when the will was read, to my eldest son, James, I leave all property and land assets. To my youngest son, Mark, I leave my personal effects and bank accounts. My heart dropped. The personal effects turned out to be a watch, some books, and $6,300. That's it. I looked at James, waiting for some kind of explanation. He wouldn't even look at me. Just shrugged and said, "Guess Dad trusted me more." I felt sick. If James had taken the properties and managed them responsibly, maybe I could have let it go. But he didn't. He sold 2 of them within months, blew the money on a Tesla, a new wardrobe, and a luxury vacation to Bali. I know, because he posted every second of it on Instagram. Meanwhile, I was couch surfing, applying to jobs, living off ramen and borrowed hope. He didn't even offer me a place to stay. Just texted me. "You need to learn to stand on your own 2 feet, bro. Dad wouldn't have wanted you mooching." Mooching? I had worked 2 jobs through college. I was the one who took care of Dad when he got sick. And then, just to twist the knife deeper, James moved into the last house, the one Dad and I had painted together the summer before he died. One night, I found myself crying in my car outside the very house I grew up in. Through the window, I could see James laughing on the couch, drinking from a bottle of whiskey he definitely didn't earn. That's when the rage turned cold. Focused. Laser sharp. He stole from me. Legally? Maybe. But morally? That inheritance was half mine. And I was going to take back what was stolen. Peace. Bye. Peace. I started studying real estate law, probate loopholes, title transfer history. What I found out made my blood boil. James had convinced Dad, just 3 weeks before his death, to sign an updated will. There were no witnesses. No lawyer. Just a notary James hired. Shady as hell. But not enough to challenge in court without money I didn't have. So I pivoted. I got certified in property management and started working for a real estate investor who loved my work ethic. Within 2 years, I wasn't just earning, I was learning. How to buy. How to bid. How to wait until someone gets desperate. And James? He got desperate. 3 years later, James had blown through most of his money. The house he was living in, our childhood home, was all he had left. And because he took out a second mortgage for a failed business venture, he was behind on payments. He listed it quietly. Didn't even tell family. Just a discreet for sale by owner post. But the name on the LLC that made the offer? Was mine. He never even checked. He accepted the cash offer, just trying to get out before the bank took it. And 1 week later, I held the deed to my childhood home. I waited a full month, Let him get comfortable again, thinking the sale had fallen through. And then I had the eviction notice hand-delivered by the same lawyer who read Dad's will. James opened the door in a bathrobe and slippers. His face, when he read the paper, was the exact same shade of pale he turned the day he realized Dad was gone. You bought the house?" "I did. Through an LLC. And now I'm your landlord. Actually, your former landlord." He stuttered. Pleaded. "Offer to work something out." I said nothing. Just stared at him the way he stared at me when I begged for kindness. He had 30 days to leave. He was out in town. And when I moved in, the first thing I did was hang up a photo of Dad and me on the wall James used to hang his giant flat screen. Revenge isn't always loud. Sometimes it's subtle. Strategic. Icy cold. Sometimes, justice doesn't come from a courtroom. It comes from patience, pain, and playing the long game. James took what was mine. And I took it back, with interest. If this story gave you chills, go ahead and smash that like button. Tell us in the comments, what would you have done if your own sibling betrayed you like this? And don't forget to subscribe for more real-life revenge stories that prove karma isn't always a myth. Sometimes, it's a mortgage.